Thank you. So maybe let's start with some question regarding the skills that you needed to do this project. What was the team for each of these projects? What was the right team to do it?
I'll start. I think it takes, what seems to me like it takes today for skills is being willing to, rather than think of being a client and a supplier in the traditional kind of relationship, it's to create partnerships and actually get on the same side of the table. So what I saw happen with this particular team, it was only 10 to 12 people, and they've been able to create these transformational initiatives and try some very different kinds of things. But I was able to interview some of them, including the gentleman that actually put the trivia contest together using big data for the website. And he said, I was really scared because I just didn't know exactly how to do it to start with. He's a software engineer. And he said, and I didn't know if it was going to work or not. And he said, but 2 or 3 of us got together, and we kind of, so the person doing the Jägermeister trivia got together with the NHL trivia, and so that just takes a very different kind of open-mindedness and collaborative spirit, and I think some risk-taking.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
I agree. You have to trust your partner. In this case, Turespaña trusted TAPTAP with a very ambitious campaign in 47 different countries, and we were open to take a risk, and so were you.
Yeah, I mean, for us it was a first time, and so that means that you had to risk a lot, and our credibility as well. But this is not possible without a common vision. This is not possible without a common. I agree with that. So, you need to be not adverse to risk and not adverse to actually failing. And because in the end, if you fail, you're not. I mean, nothing happens. This is not the end of the world. You just basically go back, learn, and just do it again, and in a different way, right? So it's about just taking the right steps and keep learning and moving forward. Right? So it's about having a common goal and a common vision towards that. So after that, everything goes more fluidly.
Yeah, but maybe in your case it's more than that, because there are a lot of people involved in the project with all the industry basically. In terms of governance. Sorry, how do you do it? What is the right ingredient for that?
Well, maybe you can tell more from your side.
Well, this is an ongoing process, and we are just starting to. We have to create the appropriate environment where all the stakeholders can sit together. As you know now, the political situation in Spain, we don't have a government yet, so we are still waiting for the new team to come in. But what we know for sure is that if we don't get on board all the stakeholders, public and private, meaning public, all the regional governments and the local governments, this is not gonna work.
So it's about finding the benefit for everybody. It's about making sure that everyone understands that everyone's going to benefit from this, and making sure that you probably don't want to share everything you do for your own company or for your own private benefit. But there's some part of it that you want to, because you want to collaborate and be part of the momentum. And this is an inertia that's starting, and it's being led by Turespaña, and the Spanish tourism industry itself would do very well to actually join and say, okay, well, this is important for us, so let's all collaborate and see where this takes us, because eventually this for everyone to benefit from.
And start little by little. We are now doing a few pilots in destinations. So it's an ongoing process that learn and apply the learn thing, not just pretend out of the blue to have a completely project just ongoing, just already done, but learn little by little. And
so I want to build on that and give a shout out to the industry associations. This morning, Scott and Vass, gave that great presentation. My experience also at the ARF was being able to do a meta-analysis is where you can get people to collaborate and put all their data in an independent, kind of place where everyone offers in, and Scott made that point this morning on the panel. I think it takes that kind of willingness for everyone to contribute into something that's going to be greater than what any individual group or individual company is going to be able to do. That's what I see in what you all did too.
There's a big challenge to make sure that co-op happens and
Very
everyone
ambitious
agrees.
projects.
Very ambitious, and that's, as Blanca's saying, it's probably hard to, you pictured the end of it, but you're not sure how the path is going to take you
there's
there.
a
Right?
lot of
The
moving
different
paths.
paths.
Yeah.
Right. So it's something you've got to sort of like dribble quite a bit along the way, right?
Yeah.
And regarding the past, we had a question. We don't have a lot of time, but we had some question regarding local level data tied to mobile device is so exciting and valuable for marketing, but how do we as an industry ensure we are complying with consumer privacy expectation and compliance laws? So I guess that having a public body can help, probably, for this.
Well, when we were running the campaign, the GDPR is starting to force, so we have to learn in the way. But of course, that is something that it's on our priorities, and we cannot forget.
Okay. So for further question, don't hesitate to ask after this meeting. And thank you. Thank you very much.